Hello everyone, we're back for another SD1 video. In this segment, what we'll do is we'll try to dynamically configure the edge site 03, that's site 400. Um, one thing to, um, I'll say just one thing, right, is that we're gonna have to, you know, configure the routing between PE1 and PLS and the C edge. Um, I like to use let's do a I'm trying to think of a routing a protocol that we can implement, because I'm gonna end up changing this backbone right here, the MPLS backbone, into a true MPLS transport. But for now, let's do. Okay, so I'll do EIGRP. Let's do name EIGRP. Why not? I love EIGRP because of its convergence. So right now, let me scroll back up here. Right now, IP protocol. We only have BGP, right? Okay, we have one neighbor. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do EIGRP. We'll do EIGRP name mode. So let's do rather EIGRP MPLS. Why not? Address family IPv4 unicast, and then we'll do autonomous system 100. Why not? Okay. And then within here, what we'll do is we'll activate. We'll do address. Let me see. I can't remember. AF interface. That's right. AF interface, and then default, right? Then we'll do passive interface. The reason I'm doing this is that generally when you configure EIGRP, right, you want to control where you send your advertisement, right? For security reasons. Like let's say you're connected to an ISP, right? It wouldn't be smart, right, to send EIGRP queries towards the actual ISP, right? Because at this point they can see your route tables, or somebody random can capture your route tables, and you know, it wouldn't be a good thing, right? So or even have an idea of your internal network configuration, because through IP information you can capture a lot, you know, and you know, you don't want to have a man in the middle. So so what we'll do is we're gonna paste this here, right? Right now we're not doing anything, right? So we're just configuring this protocol. So right now I'm gonna activate on MPLS, right? Why not? Rather EIGRP, I would do MPLS. I'm gonna activate 00, right? That's pretty easy. I think it's autonomous 100, and then we'll do network 172.102.1. Okay, just an exact match, and that should be okay. But I don't think I have interface configuration configured yet. So what we'll do is we'll take advantage and configure this to 02 PE1 IP address 172.102.1, and this is a block of 8 248. Well, no shot. Okay, and then you know, might as well configure the other sides too. I don't want to do range, right? So we'll do G01. We'll configure so to V edge 1, right? So it's 1 V edge 01. Okay, IP address 172.203.1. Is it one? Yeah, it's one. 255, 255, 255, 248. No shut. Interface G02. We'll do the same thing. Nothing crazy. It's going to 1 also, makes it easy. Headquarters, and then IP address 172.204.2. 248. Actually, it's 4.1. 2.2 is the site itself. No shut. Then we'll do the last one is G03. This one is pretty easy. It's to 1 because we're using an 8000 catalyst, so the interface format is a bit different. So we'll take that and then we'll say C edge. It's a C edge, right? Site 03, right? Okay. And then the IP configuration is 172.200.5.1, 255, 255, 255, 248. Perfect, right? Nothing crazy. So right now, let me just do this, right? We don't have anything because PE1 interface has not been activated, right? I need to activate. Oh, also, just activating won't do, right? We have to within EIGRP, right? So it's going to be router EIGRP. I think it's MPLS address. Oh, router EIGRP MPLS. We'll do address family IPv4 unicast autonomous system 100. We're gonna do what was it again? AF, yeah, AF dash address family interface. We'll do, is it G00? We'll do no passive, right? Same thing with AF interface G01. We'll do no passive interface, and then we'll do the same thing AF interface G02, no passive interface G03, no passive interface, right? Perfect. So now we're not going to advertise it, we're not going to turn it on yet on the interface, but you will see that everything is default, but except for those 4 interfaces should you know. So we'll go over PE1 and then we should be able to bring up EIGRP. Right now I don't even think that we're advertising anything. Oops, I think I may have typed this wrong. Like I would introduce in one of the videos, once we complete, like we introduce a firewall and then we do some route leaking and we try to put some policy and stuff like that. I want to do EIGRP, I mean IPv6. I'll convert this whole lab into an IPv6. We'll do a dual stack or something like that. It'll be very interesting. So let's configure the interface real quick. Description, connect to G00 MPLS, right? And this is 172.100.2.2, 255, 255, 255, 248. That's a /29. No shot. Where we go into router EIGRP MPLS address family, right? IPv4 unicast autonomous system, and then we'll do 100. Okay. EF interface G02. No passive. You should see it come up now, right? The reason why I use name EIGRP is the fact that I could do IPv6 and other address family. Oh, I did not advertise it. We're missing one step. EIGRP, that's MPLS. We're gonna IPv4 unicast 100, and then we'll do network. We're gonna turn it on, right? So you could use a well mask, right? So in this case, let's do the well mask, but it is not necessary, right? I like to activate it directly, quad 0 the whole, quad 0 the interface, itself, and then activate it. Doing the well mask will work also, but PIGRP neighbor. Let's see what we got. Yep, we have up here. Okay, Alright, if you're familiar with the EIGRP, and this video is not on the EIGRP, you'll see that if the queue count is empty, then you're probably in good shape, right? Okay. You now if I do show IP route the EIGRP, there may not there may not be any yet because I'm not advertising any, but the EIGRP is up, right? Well, the MPLS should be advertising some things, right? And also I should be advertising. So if I do show IP interface brief, exclude and assign, right? We want equal cost multi-padding. So I may introduce this link, right? Right now we'll keep it separate. Is it a good idea to keep it separate? Maybe not, because I may have to advertise on the other side, right? You can redistribute BGP. I don't generally like to distribute BGP into a IGP, but in this case it may be just to simplify things, or we can do the right way and not advertise BGP. So what I can do is I'm trying to think about this. I want to do to make it simple, I can advertise EIGRP into BGP. So let's see, let me see, but I can do the other way around, right? And I'll show you guys how to maybe skirt around that. Maybe we'll advertise maybe a quad 0 on the MPLS circuit. Why not? Let me think about this. I mean, there's so many possibilities, we have so many possibilities. Like, okay, we're gonna do the best practice. Okay, the best practice. What may be the best practice? Okay, let me see something. And I do think that there is a command to advertise a internal routes into BGP. I think you have to turn it on. But let me think about this. Let me think about this. Should I just redistribute? Let's do a redistributor. You know what? Rather BGP. That would be interesting case scenario, right? I control both, so this may be over a private circuit, or we'll do that. Or we can do a quad 0 from PE1. That could be the other way around. Why not? Let's do a quad 0. So what we'll do is we're gonna say that INET is the internet. Why not? And MPLS is a private circuit. What about we do that? So I'll do a route, right? A quad 0 route. And then my next up is, maybe I do have one. 172.100.1.1, right? Name, I'll call it internet, right? And maybe we may have to go that route to, probably we're gonna connect a server on the side just for a destination, right? So we can route to it and see, hey, how that works, right? So we have a route. Now I can advertise this static route into EIGRP, right? I can say I don't want to redistribute static, so we'll do a network. Let me see. We're gonna originate maybe a route. Let me see. Router EIGRP MPLS, right? And then address family IPv4 unicast autonomous system. I think we're in 100, and I think that under network I could let me see if I could do a route. Okay, let's go on MPLS and see what happens, because the route exists. EIGRP has some common behavior with BGP. I think some of the some part of the BGP protocol were used to build EIGRP. Like, you could aggregate, you can do create like an aggregate route, and you can advertise in EIGRP or read it. So like per se, let's see if I have a quad 0, right? The quad 0 should be original. Nope, I do not. Okay, that didn't work. Let me see. That's an interesting. Because I could redistribute static, but I don't want to do that. That's the other way around. But I think you could also do a network statement to advertise EIGRP. I mean a quad 0. Let me see. That's an interesting thing here. Let me see. Let's look into the protocol. See if I could. Let's see a default. If we could default originate. Default. Let's do default GRP and see what is that. Do me. No, we don't want to stop. Let's just question mark here. Neighbor network, remote neighbor, shutdown topology. Let's redistribute. You know what? We can come back and let's do an IP prefix list, right? We're gonna call it default, right? And we're gonna do permit quad 0/0, right? We're gonna just do that, and then we're gonna do a route map, right, where we call it default also, and we're going to redistribute that, right? Route map default. We're gonna say address family. I think it's match. If I remember IPv4. IP match IP is address prefix, I think. Prefix list, and then we're gonna do we're gonna match default, and that's it. We're gonna go into EIGRP, right? Router EIGRP MPLS, and then within this we're gonna say, hey, address family IPv4 unicast hotel, and then we're gonna say 100, and then we're gonna go under topology, I believe, and then topology base, maybe, yep, and then we're gonna do redistribute. Static route map, and then we're gonna say default, and that's gonna work. And then I'm gonna do node network quad 0. Okay, so at this point we should have, right, a redistribute route, and this time it should work, right? But I made it so specific to a quad 0 so that I'm not redistributing all my static routes, right? Generally you want to control that, right? If you do show route, it's a policy, show route map, right? Default, and then, yep, perfect. So we'll go to MPLS here, and then we'll look at my route table again. I should have a quad 0 this time. Yeah, I have a quad 0, and I'm learning it for 102.2. Perfect. That means that once I enable it, I enable EIGRP on VH01, Q headquarters, and site 3. I should be able to navigate my way to CH site 03. Okay, or route back to there. So we're not there yet, right? One more thing we need to do. We need to advertise this routes right here. The 172.100.2.0/29, this 172.200.3.0/29. We don't need to advertise that because that's connected. We don't need to advertise this is connected, but we definitely need to advertise this to the rest of everybody, right? The 172.200.50. How do we do that? We go into the router EIGRP. I really don't want to turn this video into a, you know, a class on ours, you know, what did I do? It's 100, you know, on routing protocols, but this is quite important, right? So I can do it again. I like exact matches. That makes it very easy. So if you go to PE1, you should receive this route. So if I say show IP route 172.200.5.1, I should have it. Then I can ping it also, right? Ping 172.200.5.1. It's not shut down, right? So I'm going to advertise this into BGP. In BGP, you can do exact route. Like if, let me show you guys. This is what I like about BGP, and I'm mostly more familiar with BGP. That's what I use, iBGP or eBGP or MBGP, right? Multiple protocol BGP. It gives you more flexibility, right? So let's look at my routes. I should have an exact route for 172. Oh, I did that already. So let me scroll back up. I'll show you guys what the route is. It's an exact match, right? It's this right here, right? And then we're gonna do this exact match into BGP. So if I go into, and everybody else in the eBGP, and then you'll see we'll jump on the on one of the site 200 or 300 and do a ping back to 172.205.1, which exists here, and we should get a response, right? Because we have a quad 0 advertised to MPLS, and that's simple. So router BGP, what was the autonomous system 65000, and then we're gonna go in under address family IPv4, right? And then we're gonna say network 172, right? I think it's 205, that's 0, and it's mask, right? We're gonna match it exactly, or it's not gonna advertise over 255, 255, 255, 248. Once I do that, right, and I get on, let's say iNet, or let's say vEdge, right? Let me show you guys. Under vEdge, let me move this up. I should have a route for the 172.205, and that exists. Let me show you guys. That exists. It's this link right here. It's this link right here. Right here to the C edge, right? That's the link to the C. Oh, oops, wrong username. It's Cisco 123, I believe. I don't remember. I think. Yep, it is. So what we'll do is we're going to say ping VPN 0. Oh, actually, let me show you guys. Show BGP route, right? And watch this. You know what? Let's make it more specific. 172, 205.1. Really? Oh, it says that you need to provide a prefix, so it will be 29 maybe. Hold on. VPN ID or subnet mask. Show BGP route. VPN 0. IP is 172.205.1. Oops. Do I have to give it a length? No. Error. Why? /29 maybe. BGP. What am I doing wrong? Doing something wrong here. It don't make sense to me. So I have a route for it, but I don't know why I can't pull it up. Show BGP route, okay. VPN 0, okay. 172. Do I have to put the network ID? Maybe? No. No. Okay, there it is. Alright, that's weird. So I had to put the network ID to that 0 and the prefix length, right? So there's a route. So it's telling me that I've got to go to the iNet 200.1, right? I'm not using wait, so its origin is internal gateway protocol. That's fine. And then you can see the autonomous system. I learned it from 65,000. Yeah, it's an external route, and because it's redistributed into EIGRP, right? So anyways, all right. So well, it wasn't redistributed, but it's an external route to me, right? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'm gonna ping VPN 0. Oops. 172.205.1, and this is this interface 03, right here. Oops, let me zoom in. Okay, this is this interface right here. This is the connection between the MPLS and the C edge, right? So it should get a response because we have a quad 0 on MPLS, right? So if I ping, we're gonna ping. Let me go back up here. We're gonna ping that 2 on C edge, right? 172.201.2, and I should get a response if from my quad 0 versus an ARP maybe. I don't know. Ooh. Why is this not responding? 21 maybe? Try that. This will be this link. Huh. That's interesting. Let's go back to PE1 and see if I ping 172.200.1.1. I should be able to. That too. Let me go back to the MPLS. If I do show IP route 172.200.1.1. Oh. Show IP route quad 0. That should have one route. Oh, what about this, right? I think that I know what the issue is, right? Let's source it from 172.200.5.1. Let me see. It's a ping I want. Hold on. Let's ping to source. I think it's selecting a different IP. So 202, I think 5.1. Yep, it's successful. So what I'm thinking is when I was orchestrating the ping from MPLS, right? He was probably picking one of these 200.3, 200. Like one of those IP address that I've not advertised, right? In P1, right? Because what seems to be, because right now, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm just advertising the 172.200.5.0. I'm not advertising 200.4. I'm not advertising 200.3 because I don't need to. Because once I enable this link and that link, I should be able to see it connected in my route table. I should know how to get from the V edge over. I will learn this 172.200.3.0/29. If that makes any sense, right? This is for later because I don't want to create. I could create a give it a different route with a certain different hops. So you will be you'll start here at 255, 254, 253, 252, right? TTL, right? Or I could do 254, right? Directly to MPLS, if that makes any sense, right? So it could give a two path. One path this way, this is directly connected, or this path, which is a longer route. I don't know. For lab's sake, and we can do that. You know what? Let's do it. Show run section RE. What I could do is I can advertise all this network over PE1, and then we can introduce them into BGP. Okay, and now we won't have this issue, right? And then we'll end the lab, and the next video we'll do we'll onboard the CH. Okay, so let's do this. We'll do network 172.200.3.1, right? I don't want to make it too hard for myself, so I'm going to do 4.1. I'm just enabling it. And then we'll go over to PE1, and then what we'll do is, I think it's 65,000, and then we'll do a network. We'll advertise them individually, right? Exact match, because I should be learning now those two networks. We're going to say mask 255, 255, 245. I think it's 248. And then we'll do 4, right? And then once we're done, we should just do a ping without a source from MPLS, right? So earlier we couldn't make it work. We have to select the interface, right? So now I won't, because he knows how to get back to any of these, right? He should, technically. Let me see. Let me go on the V edge and see if I have a route. Show BGP. 3. Maybe I did not enable. Yeah, I do have a route. Yeah, I do. And then 4. I should have a route also. It's not responsive. Maybe I kept the interface. Let me see. Okay, that's not. Okay, there it is. So let's go back to MPLS. Let me see the interface. Maybe they're shut down, right? Could be. I don't know. Nope, they're up. I have my quad 0 over to 102.2, right? Let me see PE1. Let me see if I can ping 203.1. Maybe I could. 204.1 from iNet. Let me see if I can. Let me do a trace route. Well, trace route, I like trace route. I guess trace route could be, it's a good tool, but let's just do numeric, right? Let's see where we go. Okay, I'm going to 2.2, which is fair. Then I should see 1.1. Oh, I'm not. We have a problem. Let me see. Show IP route 172.205.1. I have a route, a BGP route. Let's see, 4.1. I have a BGP route. 3.1. I should have a BGP route and PLS. Well, it dies. Why does it die? That doesn't make sense, right? Could it be that? Let me try 172.201.1. Not responsive. Let me go back to PE1. Let me check something real quick. Show run section RB. This is quite slow. 4.0. Why do I have this network 1.0? What is that? Oh, yeah. That's a /24, so you would do a summary. I'm advertising this to this neighbor. Let me see, inet. Show IP route BGP. Should have a bunch of routes. Yeah, I should know how to. Oh, think about this. Let me see this. Show IP interface brief. Exclude unassign. That too. Am I 172 102.1? What is that? Why do I have this 2.1? Is that 172 102.1 172 200 172 200 4.1 172 200? How many do I? Oh, I don't have 2.1. Oh, no wonder. Of course that's not gonna work. I need to advertise it too, right? What a blunder. Okay, so let's advertise it, right? 172 100 2.0 mask 255 255 255 248. I think that should work now. Let me make sure that I have that, because probably I was sourcing the ping from this interface, right? Yeah, probably I was sourcing the ping from this interface. Okay, so now I should be working. Let me try again. Yep. Okay. 200.1. No, that's not what I want. Yep, that's right. So I'm pinging this interface. Let me ping the C edge. Okay, it was just, yep. Okay, perfect. So now let me try to ping 172 200 2.2. That will be this. That will be site 300 V edge headquarters, right? Ping 172 200 2.2, and they should all be responsive. Okay, we have a full mesh here, so if this link was to die, the traffic will be redirected this way, right? So VEdge should have two ways to make it over here, but we'll configure G01 and G01 on both VEdge 1 and headquarters next video, and then we'll onboard this via TFTP server. So what I would do is I'll set the boot to TFTP, right? The boot system boot flash. System configuration to boot TFTP, and this will seek its configuration from DNS, maybe this one of the node DNS, this router or the certificate authority, or we'll just feed it through. Let's maybe vManage. We'll see if he's got the capability to do TFTP. I think he does, but we'll check it out. Okay. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.